Alright, so got my new camera, what I'm filming on now. I've been playing with this thing since I got it. That's about all I've done today is play with my new camera. Watch some videos, did stuff like that. I've been playing with the editing software that came with it for photos and video. And like this thing is so much clearer. Yeah, it's really good. Taking some pictures with it. Done all kinds of stuff with it so far, just to get the settings right, get to know the camera a little bit. So this is probably what all my vlogs will be on now, is this camera, unless we are on a ride or water, because this camera is not weatherproof. So this is what I'm going to be using from now on. Hopefully the videos look better. Maybe they'll even sound better. I'm hoping this mic's picking me up better than I think it is. Looks like it is. Might be going a little bit too high on it. Anyway, took forever for the batteries for this thing to charge, because it came with 2 batteries. It's ridiculous. It came with like 4 tripods. So now I have a big tripod, 2 small tripods, and 1 mini tripod that I gave to Anya. It came with 2 lens, what do you call it? It doesn't change, you don't change the lenses. You can change the lenses on this camera. It's interchangeable lens camera, but it came with the kit lens, but it also came with converters. So I can put this one on there, which this is the macro. It's supposed to be ultra wide angle, so we're supposed to be able to get more of the background. So that's what this one is. I didn't bring my the other one, the telephoto one, in here, because I'm not really far away from the camera. In fact, my arm is like basically just all the way out. But I can bend my arm and you still get a good bit of the background with this. The background's not exactly blurry like I'd like it, but it is what it is. To do that, I have to get a lens with a different aperture. But that's not going to happen anytime soon, because those things are expensive. But the screen flips out. You can turn it around so that you can see it while you're facing the camera. Biggest issue is my phone is going bad. Oh, it's going to work now. Huh. Interesting. It's got like a little crack, so it's kind of discolored right there. And it gets darker when you open it. So I'm going to have to get a new phone. I don't want to, because now I have an even bigger dilemma with that. Because I have Samsung phone, Samsung watch, all my charging stuff deals with Samsung. This camera I can connect a phone to, and I can control the camera with my phone. Or I can get a mount and mount the camera on top of or mount the phone on top of the camera and use that as a bigger screen. But it only works with iPhones. I don't have an iPhone. I have an Android. I have Samsung Galaxy Watch, which connects to the Samsung Galaxy phones, which are Android. I have a charging pad that charges my watch and my phone, and if I had the headphones for that, I would be charging that too. So my dilemma is when I go to get a new phone, should I stick with Samsung because I already have a bunch of the stuff, or should I switch to iPhone? I've used iPhone. I'm not a fan of iPhones. I had one where I used to work. I really don't like iPhones that much. I could probably get used to it, but that doesn't mean I want to do that. But so I have to decide on what I'm going to do with that. Uh, that's about it. This thing came with a lot of stuff. I bought the cage for it too, the metal cage that goes around it, so that if it does get dropped or something, as long as it doesn't land on the lens, nothing shouldn't get hurt. Uh, it's got some weight to it though. Trying to hold it out like this for a while, it gets pretty hefty. No update on the cruise. Nothing's happened with that. It's at that point where we wait until we pack and then leave. Uh, I don't know what. I'm definitely going to the store tomorrow. Might go get a new phone tomorrow. I don't know. Uh, I'm trying to think if anything else happened. Nothing else has really happened today. Lonnie went to school. Tomorrow she has theater, so I had to pick her up at 4:30. That's that's pretty much it. I think. Yeah. So now I'm gonna have an extra bag on the cruise and on the plane and everything. An extra personal item. I think the battery on my microphone, on the receiver part's about to die. It's flashing red. I don't think that's a good thing. Well, I guess I better end this and plug it in. I don't know when I'll get on here tomorrow, but I'll get on here and update everybody tomorrow on whether I got a new phone or what I decided to do. Yeah, I'll talk to y'all tomorrow. All right. So today was a very busy day. We went to it's the wife's day off, so we went to AT&T to swap my phone mainly, to get me a new phone. We decided to get her a new phone too. She went from an iPhone to a Samsung phone, so she switched to Android. I got the newer version, the Galaxy S26 Ultra, but they also had some type of sale where the watches, like I got mine for like 50% off, and I got the Ultra watch, whichever version it is. They had to order it because they didn't have any in stock. She got the something 8 is Samsung watch, but we have to get watch bands for them because we don't like the type of watch bands they have. She also got, but she got hers for like 99 cents. But we were there for like 4 hours transferring data from her old phone to the new phone. It didn't take mine long because it's Samsung. The only part of the reason it didn't take mine long is because it didn't transfer my apps as well, because that would have taken like an hour and 25 minutes or something like that. But without transferring the apps, it only took like 21 minutes or something. That was we planned on doing a couple other things, but we spent so much time there, we didn't really have time to do anything else. And then, I picked Anya up, and me and her went grocery shopping. So that's what happened there. That's about all we did, too. Spent so much time there, we didn't have time to do anything else. But yeah, that's all we did today. I mean, we went to Bath and Body Works, and we got the little things you put in the wash to make everything smell prettier. There's a strawberry scent that they had that she decided she wanted, so we got that. Then we went to AT&T here where we live, and that building's closed for remodeling. So we had to drive 30 minutes away just to go get new phones. But that's what we did. They switched up some things on the bill, so it saves us money. We both got cases for our phones. She got a screen protector for hers because they didn't have any screen protectors for the one that I got. So hopefully, so I'll have to order one off of Amazon pretty soon. My shirt for Easter got here. The one she wanted me to get, the one that she got me because she wants me to wear it on Easter. I got another shirt coming tomorrow for the cruise, and her ears are coming tomorrow. I don't know if there's anything else I got going on tomorrow other than taking Anya to her lessons. And I have to record her doing her playing certain songs on the cello so that she can audition to go with the 7th grade, play with the 7th grade at a concert that they're doing. So, and the audition is because they don't have the time to do it in school. They go to, her orchestra teacher wants them to record it and email it to him. Which, the email thing makes me angry. Because for some reason, the email has decided you can't send things over a certain size. And it's like really small too. Like I tried to send some pictures that I sent to my wife, and it kept telling me no, I could only send 2 at a time through email. Could only send 2 at a time. Makes no sense. I mean, I'm not sending raw files here. I'm sending JPEGs. They're not that big. But the quality of the pictures on this camera is So much better than anything else I've used. The videos are amazing. I can see pretty much every pore and a scar that I have from a very, very long time ago. Not getting any focused breathing. Most of the video isn't really shaky, except for when I'm like if I'm walking around a lot and moving around a lot. Yeah, it gets kind of shaky, but it's really not that bad. I don't have the active stabilization on. I have the steady shot, the standard on, because the lens had stabilization. That's about it for now. I'll get back on here tomorrow, probably earlier in the day. Maybe show y'all some other stuff some of the stuff I got. Like after my shirt gets here, I'll show you my other shirts. So till tomorrow. All right. I haven't really done anything. I don't really have much to do today. Made breakfast. Anya's at school. Here in a little bit, I have to go about an hour. I have to pick her up from the bus stop and take her to her cello and guitar lessons. I looked at thinking about the video I recorded last night. It's very blue because I had my white balance set to incandescent because it does not have a setting for LEDs. All my lights are LEDs. I don't have any incandescent lights. So it's very blue looking. So I got to do some heavy color correcting on that one. So I changed it to one of the fluorescent options, which seems to be looking a lot better. That's pretty much it. I ain't done nothing. I've been watching videos, YouTube videos. I did do a little bit of packing. Yeah. Put a couple shirts and some socks and stuff that I'm not going to wear before then. Pack them up. But that's about it. Yeah, that's all I'm going to pack right now. Because I'm gonna wash a lot of my other clothes that I'm taking. Still waiting on one shirt to get here that one will probably just get packed. It probably doesn't need to be washed before I pack it. Don't have much longer. I'm gonna be heading out for too much longer. We ain't got a whole lot longer. They still hadn't given us a room number, which, as far as I know, won't happen until a few days before we get on the ship. And I don't think the online check-in stuff will be approved till at least a week before we get on the ship. So we're just waiting on that stuff now. We've pretty much done everything else, though. Everything else is ready, pretty much. All we got to do is, when it gets closer to time to leave, we got to pack. And then when the time comes, we leave. I don't know if my wife will participate in a packing video, but I might do one. I think Anya might as well. I'm not real sure. I don't know if she even knows what she's taking. Lucy keeps staring at me. See? Just Lucy staring at me. Just Lucy staring at me. Ivan's asleep. Lucy's stretching. And laying back down. Goofy kitty. I did put stickers on my laptop. because Disney sent me stickers. I gotta pack my GoPro because that's gotta go with me. We will have 3 cameras, 2 GoPros, and my camera. And my wife says she might walk around with one of the cameras at some point. Anya probably will as well. I will be taking this one. We have Apollo dinner the first night, and I will be taking this and recording dinner. We have Apollo brunch the next day, and I'll probably record that as well. See if I can get my wife to wear a mic for that. But, you know, we're going to spend some time in the rainforest room spa area. So there won't be any video of that because there will be other people, and that's a relaxing area. You don't want to record in there and bother people. So won't be recording in there. I'll probably record us getting on the ship and some other stuff like that. I'll probably do a room tour. Check out the veranda. I'll probably do a time lapse with one of the GoPros of us of the ship pulling out of the port. And I'll probably try and get some really good pictures of Castaway Cay and some other pretty sights and things like that. Probably try and take a picture if the ship's facing the way that I think depending on what side of the ship we're on and what way the ship is facing, I may take a picture of sunset from our veranda. If not, I'll go up to the top deck and take a picture from up there. So that's really all we're going to be doing. I will be buying a new camera bag because I don't like the way the one that came with it is set up. And I knew I wouldn't because it's the cheap ones from like the 80s and 90s. It looks like a lunchbox. So I'm going to buy a better one in the next couple of weeks. And then, I'll have that because you can wear it. It's the sling style, so it's a crossbody bag, and you can wear it to where it's on the front and just open up whatever part your camera's in and pull your camera out. Instead of having to set it down, take it off, set it down, open it up, you can just pull your camera out right away and start taking pictures or recording. I won't be recording any rides with this camera when we go to Epcot. I'm not going to record any rides at all when we go to Epcot. I don't know if I'll record it at all while we're in Epcot unless the sun is... if it's not dark, I might record some because she wants to go get certain foods. But if it's dark, I'm not going to record because this camera, the lens on this camera is not great for low light. And I don't want to have a very bright light on my camera shining on everything that I'm recording. So there probably won't be any recording in Epcot. But that's what we're going to do. I probably will record at Disney Springs when we go there. Who will have a microphone on, but I probably will record while we're there. So that's my plan. I'll probably walk around with this thing and record different stores and stuff. And hopefully they will have one of the shirts that I want in my size in stock, because I keep checking on Disney's website and they do not have it in my size in stock. Anya wants me to buy her one because one of them they have her size in, but it's a Roosevelt's shirt, so it's $72. So I don't think we're going to be able to do that. I don't know though. We might get one for Anya. She likes those shirts. Well, she likes that one because of what it is. It's bluey. So, but I'm going to look for it. Look for them. See if I can find one for me. At least. Might get one for Anya too. I don't know. Trying to think of what else we got going on. Today's Friday. I'll see if Anya wants to record stuff tomorrow. I doubt it though. She's not real big on recording, on vlogging. I don't think she wants to just sit and talk to the camera. I think she wants to do other stuff that she doesn't record, and then complains that I didn't put it on the video or anything, or post that video, because she doesn't actually record anything. And if she does, she doesn't give it to me. She just sits there with it and then goes, well, this didn't work. So I have to record her playing her cello today for her audition to go play with the 7th grade at a concert that they're doing. But that's about it for today. Catch y'all tomorrow. Alright, I am back. Anya has abandoned me. She said she was going to do this with me, but then she decided not to. And Roxy's coming to lay down. She has bailed on me. So my shirt and my wife's ears got delivered to our old address yesterday. So now I'm dealing with the post office and UPS. UPS is like, well, we turned it over to the post office. They delivered it. It's their problem. Disney said, well, you have to talk to the delivery people to UPS, because that's who Disney gave it to. And so I called UPS. UPS is like, you got to talk to USPS. Called USPS, and they're like, you got to call the local post office, see if they can actually get it back and then bring it to you, or if the person sent it back to the post office, returned it basically. So I have to wait till Monday to call the local post office and find out if they can do anything about it, and then call Disney about it again. If the post office can't do anything about it, so that's what's going on with that. Why are you biting me? Biting is not loving, Roxy. Why do you hold onto the chair like you're going to fly off of it? So, really, that's all that's going on right now, is dealing with that. Me harassing Anya to come in here and do vlogs with me, because she's supposed to be wanting to be a part of this, supposedly. But we have nothing else to do other than make dinner today. I cleaned up certain areas to get things going. Printing magnets still. I got one printing and I got to print another one of the same type for the fish extender fairy dusting stuff, pixie dusting, whatever it's called. Uh, I am personalizing them. I'm putting the families' names on it because my wife got on the Facebook group and she was given 4 families that we need to pixie dust. So I have their family name and I'm putting that on the magnets. They're like this big too. They're not small. They're really not small magnets. So that's what's going on right now. I printed 2 of them earlier this week, and then it got to where I was doing too much other stuff to actually sit down and get them and change the name on them so that I could print them. Because I have to do that with my laptop. I can't do it through my phone. You know, she's at work. Anya's in her room being mean to me. Well, she's at work for another hour and 2 more hours, 2 hours and 15 minutes. So, dogs are up here sleeping. As you can see, Roxy's over here being silly. I guess the floof's still downstairs. Lucky's in the floor, wandering around, sniffing things. Um, Next Saturday we have to go to a recital for at Anya's, where Anya gets her music lessons at her cello and guitar lessons. So she's going to be playing 1 or 2 songs on the cello, and she may be playing "Zombie" by the Cranberries on her guitar and singing it with her guitar teacher backing her up on that, and me playing bass. Because for some reason I get voluntold for this stuff. Uh, Other than that, I don't think we're really doing much. I have a doctor's appointment this coming week. And then, other than that, it's just prepping for the cruise and doing the normal day-to-day cleaning and straightening up and dealing with animals. Like sleepy fat dogs. I haven't opened his eyes when I said that one. Still learning the color grading and stuff on the software, the editing software, so that I can make these things look really, really good. Everybody talks about the crop on these cameras, and it like really closing the whole frame in onto a person. I haven't really seemed to have that problem so far. So, like, even holding it out like this, it's still fairly wide. So I haven't had a problem with it. As you can see, this shot is really lot wide because I put it on the tripod and put it several feet away from me. It's maybe like 4 or 5 feet away at most. It is up a little bit, so I had to tilt it down some. I probably could lower the tripod and make it more eye level, but that's not really that big of a deal. I may convince the wife to join me on this tomorrow, and if we don't go anywhere, if we do go places, I might record with other cameras, or might take this camera and record with it. Yeah, this is the media room. When I get my room fixed up, I'll probably use that as my studio instead of doing it in the media room. Once I get it to the point where I want it, I got a lot of work to do in there as far as making it into what I want it to be. You can see Anya's swing chair back there. And then you might be able to see my guitar hanging up back there. And you can see the other guitar stand thing we have over there that's also a stand for a record player, and it's got places to put vinyls. We just haven't bought a record player to go in here yet with the surround around sound. We got our popcorn maker behind me. Yeah, that's about all we got going on in here. So I think we're supposed to go to Sam's tomorrow. I'm not sure though. Before I actually do that, I don't know what all we'll do tomorrow. But if I can't record it, I will talk about it. So that's how that's gonna go. Get love on my kitty though. I love on my Miss Roxy, don't I? And Miss Roxy's my kitty, aren't you? Ivan's my buddy. You sleepy, buddy? But that's all I really got to talk about right now. I was trying to get Anya to come in here so she could share what she's doing and what she wants to do and all that. All right. I'm back on here. I didn't do a video yesterday because we literally did nothing yesterday. We just watched videos and chilled out and hung out at the house. We didn't go anywhere or do anything because we were supposed to have bad weather. Although it didn't start raining till in the evening, and we are still supposed to be having bad weather today, and we have been. It's been raining. We've had a little bit of thunder, some pretty high winds. There was a active shooter incident at Anya's school today. So she asked me to come get her, even though apparently it was a prank call. There was no actual shooter. Sheriff's department showed up. I think the state police showed up. They went on lockdown. Everyone was safe until both the high school and the middle school were cleared. But she sent me a text saying that, asking me to come get her because she was terrified. This was after the lockdown ended, so I went and picked her up. That's what she asked me to do, so that's what I did. So that's what's been going on today, really. I actually found out there's an app, because apparently the normal app for the camera for a phone to connect to a camera is supposed to be for iPhone only, but Sony does have an app that I can control my camera with my phone, so that's what I'm doing. Anya's wanted to go on the adventure now, and that wouldn't really be a problem. It's actually really cheap for that cruise, except for the fact that you have to fly to Singapore, which is like $2,500 per person, and it's a 28-hour flight. So probably not going to do that anytime soon. Trying to think what else there was. I have a mount coming from my phone to mount it onto the top of my camera, so that when I'm behind the camera, it uses a bigger screen. Don't really have much else going on with this. Tried to get Anya to come in here and do this, but she's playing a video game with her cousins. I just found out some news about one of my favorite games. The sequel was supposed to come out last year, but they delayed it, and the developer and the guys that started the company got fired, and they filed a lawsuit, and it was this whole big thing. Part of it just got resolved today, and the company that owns it was told, you have to let the CEO who was there that you wrongfully fired him. He's got to come back. You have to give him access to everything. He's going to be the CEO. You cannot fire him for these things, and you can't prevent him from releasing this game. So hopefully, because of the original plan was for it to go into early access on Steam and on Xbox Game Pass, and it's supposed to be free on Xbox Game Pass. So hopefully, fairly soon, they will actually release it on early access, and they'll continue with the early access on Xbox Game Pass. Close to time for the cruise. Still have no information on room number or anything like that right now. My 3D printer, I know what's wrong with it. I know what the problem is, and I'll deal with that later. But it'll get dealt with. Dogs and cats are doing good. Me and Anya played video games for a little bit yesterday. For actually a few hours yesterday. In here on the projector. So that was fun. I set the camera up like this so that I can have someone in this seat with me talking, but no one wants to come do this. Roxy's in the chair right now. But hopefully, at some point, I can get them to participate in this. I mean, we are going to record on the cruise and all that, and they are supposed to be participating in that. Anya definitely is. She usually takes one of the cameras and runs around and does her own little incorrect ship tour. She says the wrong deck for almost everything. She's like one deck higher than what she's saying. My wife says that she may record some stuff. Hopefully, she'll participate in the recording of Apollo dinner and brunch. If we get a private table where we're not with anybody else in the rotational dining, the regular dining stuff, we'll record that. Anya says she's going to record the first night's dinner because she'll be there by herself. If we have a private table, she will. If not, she won't. So hopefully we'll have a private table. My wife is going to try and get us upgraded to concierge. I don't know if that'll happen or not, because I think concierge is booked, except for like one room that's like, or two rooms that are like $23,000. But when we get to the port, if we can upgrade there, we'll upgrade there if it's worth it. If it's not too expensive. If it's too expensive, we won't. Yeah, we're not. Other than that, don't really have much planned. I have a doctor's appointment this week. Trying to think if there's anything else. My new watch finally showed up. It was supposed to show up Friday. Apparently it did, and they didn't bother knocking because I was home. They just left a note on the door saying that they tried to deliver it, but the signature is required. So today I went down there when they showed up, and I didn't actually have to sign for it. He said, I got your name on here. So I went ahead and took it, and so now I'm wearing it. I don't like the band. I'm going to have to find a different band for it. But other than that, it's pretty cool. It's bigger than my last one. That's about all that's going on as far as I know, as far as I can think of right now. I just bought a 2 terabyte memory card for this camera, so I can record lots of stuff on this camera. Record for a long time. At least that's the plan. These batteries are supposed to last for quite a while. And so we should be good. Hopefully I can get, after a little while, I can start getting more lenses and more things to put on the cage. Hopefully I can get a better tripod than the one that's on right now, because this thing is flimsy. Like, I'm not sure how long it's going to stay standing. So, not sure. But I'm probably going to buy a new bag probably next week, because I don't like this bag. I'll probably buy a new bag next week that I can wear as a backpack instead of carrying it around like a lunchbox. And that way it has quick access stuff, so I can just pull the camera out and put it up and everything. Yeah, so I got scratches that I have no idea how I got scratched right there. No idea how that happened. Post office is supposed to call me back today when they find out what they can do, if they can do anything for me for the package that was delivered to our old address. I called them this morning. They said they would call me back. They have not called me back. So I will call them tomorrow morning to check in and see if there's anything they can do. If not, I gotta call Disney and see what they can do, because I'm pretty annoyed by it. Because I know that the woman that lives in our old house, she probably got it. She probably threw it away or gave it away to somebody instead of actually turning it in like she's supposed to. Because we've had 1 or 2 packages go there before, and no matter what we do, they just can't get it. It just disappears. She won't turn them in or call us or anything. My wife left a note on her door the other day asking her to call about it, and apparently she just fucking ignored it. So I don't know if there's anything we can do about that, but I'll talk to Disney. If the post office says they can't retrieve it or anything, I will talk to Disney and see what Disney can do, if they can do anything. So we'll see about that. And we will see you tomorrow, because I have nothing else to talk about today. Because I haven't really done a whole lot other than deal with the missing package and getting my watch and getting that card and picking Anya up because she was terrified. But that's the plan. I will talk to y'all again tomorrow. Alright, so if this video looks kind of funny, it's because I'm still learning the new camera. I'm still doing learning how to do the color correction and color grading and all that. But I did get a mount for my phone to go on top of the camera so that I can use my phone as a bigger screen. Although my phone tends to be darker. And I don't know why. The view on my phone is darker. Weird. But Anya's good. She's at school today. Of course, my wife's at work like she is almost every day. Got 4 out of 5 animals in here. They did arrest somebody for making that prank call that messed up, that caused the issues at Anya's school yesterday. Trying to think what else there was that happened. Still dealing with the whole package thing. The post office did not call me back yesterday. I called them this morning and they said that basically everyone that deals with that type of stuff is actually running routes. So the supervisor's on a route, running a mail route. So it may be tomorrow before they can tell me anything, because the carrier that normally runs that route was off today and they have someone else running that route. So they may not be able to get back to me on that till tomorrow. But then I'll have to call Disney again and talk to them about it if they can't get it back. So still dealing with that issue. Other than that, we ordered a few more things for the cruise. My new watch got here yesterday, so I do not like that band because it's silicone and all the buckles and stuff like that are like huge and they push in on my wrist and all kinds of stuff. So it's irritating my wrist, so I can't wear it. We ordered new bands last night, which hopefully the ones that I ordered aren't supposed to be here till Friday, which I think, and the ones Cassie ordered for her are supposed to be here tomorrow. Ordered some little AirTag type things that work for Android phones, so that I can make sure that I know where my bags are, like camera bag and backpack, because I got a lot of expensive stuff that goes in those things, like my laptop. With my laptop wasn't that expensive, but camera gear, all that stuff that's a lot of money that's gone into that. So I'm gonna put an AirTag on in those bags, those 2 bags, to make sure that none of that stuff gets lost or disappears or anything. So I'm trying to think if there's anything else. What do you think, Roxy? Is there anything else? What else do I need to talk about? What do I need to talk about, Ivan? You got anything to say? What about you, Lucy? Y'all got anything to talk about? It was very wet yesterday and windy. Today it's cold. And it's supposed to be cold for the next couple of days. Then warm back up. So hopefully the weather warms up and stays warm for quite a while. And then maybe I can go out and get some good pictures and video of different areas around here. yeah, there's not much else going on. Trying to think if I got anything going on tomorrow. I don't think I do. I know day after tomorrow I have a doctor's appointment. And then after that, it's basically just chill out and do what we can to prepare for the trip. Uh, so she's got, like, I wrote down all the places she wants to go at Epcot to try the different foods, which isn't much. There's like 4 different little food booths that she wants to go check out to get very specific things from them. I'm not real worried about doing that type of stuff. None of those things actually sound all that interesting to me. They didn't really have any special food things that I thought sounded awesome. They all sound good, but I was just like, I can do without that. Uh, so before long, I'm gonna get my hair cut, trim my beard, all that stuff, so that I look presentable when I go on the cruise. uh, that's pretty much it for now. We don't really have much going on right now. We'll probably start watching more actual Disney movies before long. So, it kind of gets you into the mood and everything before you go there. So that's about it. Well, tomorrow this video will come out tomorrow. So, and I'm gonna keep with the once a week thing. So even after we get back from the trip, uh, our travel day and whatever I filmed before we get on the cruise is going to go out that week after we get back, and then probably the embarkation day will go out the week after that, and then our each day will come out after that. So I think the embarkation day will probably be the longest one because it's going to have the embarkation stuff, the travel stuff, and the embarkation stuff to the port, and Palo dinner. Because I don't know, I might make Palo dinner a different video, just because that's supposed to take like an hour and a half to 2 hours. So I'll figure that out later. I don't know which one I'm gonna add that into. If I'm gonna add that into that day, or if I'll just do a separate video for that. But if I do a separate video for that, it'll come out probably the Monday after the video for the travel day video and all that. So if you haven't already, like and subscribe to this video and channel and all that stuff, because I'm trying to build this channel up because I have the time to sit and edit and record and do all that stuff, and I have a better camera now, so hopefully I can make the videos look better. But I'm gonna start, hopefully, so I'm trying to build this channel up so that we can have other people like watch what we do and ask questions. Maybe help people who haven't gone on a Disney cruise if they are going on one. Give them some ideas of what they can do, what they should do before they leave. Because watching videos on YouTube is always one of the best ways to find out the best way to do some of these things for the Disney cruises and Disney trips. Disney food blog's great. Our Z Roll is great. Uh, Leg Life is pretty good. They haven't put out any videos on Disney cruises for a while. Uh, and Adventures in Millerland is really good. So all those channels are ones that we watch. We watch a lot of other ones as well, but those are the ones that we mainly watch. Uh, I'm a real big fan of Our Z Roll. The Zachmans, they're awesome. They're very friendly, entertaining, like really good people. So are the Millers and Adventures in Millerland. They're great. They're both of them have children, so if you have children, especially the Zachmans, they can tell you they do a lot of stuff with their kids who are still fairly young. So if you have really young kids, they're a great one to watch because they go good. They talk about all the stuff they do with their kids and on the cruises and everything, and how all that stuff works. And I just messed up the focus on that. There we go. Okay. So that's basically all I'm doing is all we're doing is watching videos on YouTube and all that. It's also a good way to find out what ships are, what they have on the ships, on each ship. Uh, and good ways to do stuff in the parks and on the ships and just work around so that you're not waiting forever for things. Uh, yeah, so that's about all. So this is the end of this week's vlog. Uh, so y'all have a good week, and I hope you had a good week already. We'll see you next week.